the National Football League. And up next is Darius Slay, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Eagles and the Bucs on Thursday night primetime.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the ball, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. So they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game. Snap.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Evans. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And they'll get this down around the 47-yard line.
This Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the game Thursday night? Guys that are expecting their step. You go to them early and often.
And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes... And leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And this passing game's offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Brandon. And the Eagles are in great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going on this game.
Switch over, though, to an offense
offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it second down and 12. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. First down on there. He could not hang on. It's third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Based on what we've seen so far, I don't even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on third and inches. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They go play action with Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Blake Gillikin on a punt here as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it with just a yard.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there left the shot that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Taken from just outside the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he showed why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Another nice move. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mike Evans. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Hurts.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives. and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Open man has got one. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw again. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
He'll find Fournette again here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. And they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Elliott is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, There's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette dancing away at the 35. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. On second down, here's Fournette. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with... They'll drop to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is complete to Watkins on. And that's good for a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
There we go, Jack.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like...
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw here. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught by Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
But 1st down, Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now. Back to 60, back to 60. 19, Tiger, 19.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Let's go, let's go.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 15-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down, and that's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Hurts and the Eagles now down by 2 touchdowns. Just under 2 minutes to go. And their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action, here's Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Ready.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay